Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. Little gets the blood boiling. White like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Missouri Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, the Tigers head coach told me pregame they are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation, and now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Reese?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. And he's not going to take the touchback. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Long way to go on second down. From the gun, able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Ives. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Turns into the pile. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. A designed run for the quarterback. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
No Where to go? Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Burrowing for yardage. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there's a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, fourth down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, Tigers. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. On target over the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Quick give. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Caught, and he's got room. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Out wide right, it's Ives. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough.
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Roberts. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle. You saw it on that play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing Simmons. Left side is Montgomery. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Keeps it moving, it's Roberts. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
To the ground. He's got it again. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Powers inside. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Here's Simmons to throw. Right side, it's Hoffman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on 3rd. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. 4th down, Simmons. Looking for his man. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
At midfield, he's got room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Nelson. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got an open man.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
The Huskers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Moving toward the end zone, and fumble! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground.
And that's why you hustle to the football. So many guys getting there, and yes, does he break some tackles and make a play, but the next guy flying in there, and he's trying to break all these tackles with all these guys, and what happens? All these guys got their hands near the football. Somebody gets a hand on it, forces the fumble, forces the turnover, and the big momentum swing back to the other side.
And he's not going anywhere as his defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give to the back. They didn't even let that one get started as they stuff things up in the middle, and the clock winds down here late in the 2nd quarter. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Running inside, it's Roberts. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. Nebraska calls a timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Fresh set of downs going up top. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Spins away from the defense. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with Middle Tennessee State taking on the Memphis Tigers. And it's the Blue Raiders in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half.
Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one.
Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Handoff again. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Hits inside, it's Roberts.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Looking for space, it's Roberts. Good, strong tackle.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. He gets it inside the 25. They'll move the chains. It's a first down. Spot the ball at the 23.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Simmons. Caught over the middle. It's Gibson. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
The run inside. It's Roberts. Turning it on. Ripping through the defense. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Missouri wants to go fast. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Wow, look at this. You can take the lead with a chip shot field goal here. Instead, they'll try to finish this drive with a touchdown. Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
4th and goal, gotta have it. Who do you go to? You give it to your playmaker. You give it to your quarterback. You trust him. You trust him handling the football. He does what he's supposed to do, gets downhill, makes the 4th down conversion, and they get in for 6.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for running room. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Escapes the pressure going right. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Well, I guess they call it a free safety for a reason. He was free to do a little ad-libbing there.
And most of the time, you have that guy in the middle of the field kind of reading the quarterback's eyes, playing the quarterback. You could tell he was dialed into the quarterback, saw him, saw he was taking off, went to him, got him on the ground.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Cornhuskers decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Here's a give to Gibson. Oh, he's got some space.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Gibson again. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He's changing the play. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. He's got it. He's down immediately, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down. They've got a 1st down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Out wide right, it's Gibson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Austin Simmons wants to fire again. Out wide left, it's Gibson. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. They'll give it to Jared Gibson. No more room to run as this defense rises up on third down, and now it's fourth down from the 22. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
Left side, it's Barney. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Huskers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
He's got it. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Nebraska!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
Well, at this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that, and they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeing if they can get a takeaway to set up their offense in great field position. So ball security right here has got to be big.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throwing Simmons. With the catch, it's Huffman. At the 40, there he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Right side, it's Gibson. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gibson. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their second. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Got the back over the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Nebraska calls a timeout, and that's their last one. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Out wide right, it's Ives. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw one first. Escapes the pressure to his right. Nice move to keep running. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself, and then rallying to the football and getting the quarterback on the ground.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He's taking the deep shot. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good level. Make sure that don't let them get behind them.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's run out of bounds, and that's going to do it. The defense coming up large and putting a wrap on this one. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. How much fun was that?